What is up? Welcome to the Music Spot, featuring Mountain Radio, the weekly radio show where I play you 2 songs based on everything I choose for the weekend. Hopefully you find some new music to fall in love with. This is not one of those videos. This is me explaining to you guys why you need to go to Wax Trax if you're ever in Denver, and showing you some of the vinyls I got at Wax Trax. I got 4 absolutely fantastic, and I'll go into detail about those during the video. Doing a new setup here. I'm not doing like my last video I had it facing me, but this time we're facing doing the selfie camera, not the other camera like last video is what I meant to say. Anyways, let's get into the video. To start off with, I'm going to tell you quickly about Tristan Shout, which is another fantastic record store in Denver. Specifically, I went there to get my record player fixed because it was having speed issues, and they were able to quickly fix me up with that, and it was absolutely fantastic. So if you need your record player fixed, go there. But if you're looking to purchase vinyl and you want like the cooler atmosphere and just like the retro kind of, you know, indie modern vinyl shop, then that's your place to go for that. But it's gonna have more expensive records, not as much cool old stock or cheaper stock. So for the old cheap stock, you're gonna want to go to Wax Trax. But for everything music related and vinyl related, feel free to go to Tristan Shout if you're okay with spending a little more and are just looking for mainly newer stuff. If that's what you want, that's an okay store. I'm going to start off by showing you a bonus of something I got there. When I stopped by to get my flare fix, I got this Wynton Marsalis's book, Moving to Higher Ground, How Jazz Can Change Your Life. Then another book on how to listen to jazz right next to it, but I had to go quickly to get over to Wax Trax because I didn't have all day. And this was just Wynton Marsalis, so I had to go with it because Wynton Marsalis is an absolutely fantastic jazz trumpeter. So definitely check him out. Check out this book. I am super stoked to read it, just to read in the back, and it's just such a nice cover. I'm glad I own this book and purchased it. So wasn't able to purchase as many vinyls as I could have had I not purchased this. I'm at Wax Trax, but I'm totally okay because this book just looks amazing. Anyways, let's get into the actual Wax Trax unboxing of the vinyls I got there. I don't want to mess up my speech in this video, but it may end up like de-timing because I will cover my mouth some. So hopefully that doesn't happen too often. But so basically the best vinyls I got all great vinyls at Wax Trax. They just have a huge selection there, really indie. They've got a record store on one side. In the middle, they've got Kilgore Books, which is part of their thing, and then on the end, they've got Wax Trax 1, like Wax Trax 2 is vinyl stuff, and then on the side, you got Wax Trax 1, which is just CDs. I didn't really visit that section because I spent all my money on the vinyl section, and I heard it wasn't that great because my dad and brother went there. But the other side, the Wax Trax 2 vinyl side, is absolutely fantastic. They've also got a few cassettes there, and so my brother picked up a sweet, what was it? It's Yo-Yo Ma, Bobby McFerrin little cassette, which is super cool, and I look forward to listening to that. But I picked up some vinyls there. They have an absolutely fantastic jazz selection, and I was able to find 2 of the jazz vinyls I really wanted for pretty cheap. Yeah, good pricing. And then I got 2 new records, one of them being a jazz record, which I just really wanted, and super pleased with that purchase, worth new vinyl money. And then just another one which wasn't jazz, but I decided I needed one outside of jazz. And I just brought a playlist with me with Spotify albums I had saved and see if I could find any of them there. And so basically the only 2 I ended up actually finding were the 2 bands I didn't know as well as the rest of the ones on the list, so I decided to pick one of them. So I'm okay with the one I picked. It sounds gone by, but let's just tell you more about that when we get to it. Let's start off with the cheapest one I got. I believe this was a $3 purchase. One of the jazz records I had most been looking for. It is Maynard Ferguson MF Horn Volume 1. One of my favorite jazz records of all time. Super stoked to find it for $3. It's not in bad condition at all. I'll just give you out and show it in my fancy case. That's what the vinyl looks like itself. Nothing too special about that, but it's the music that matters. Okay condition, of course it's got the ring wear, but that's to be expected, and for $3 I'm okay because the music is in fine condition. Again, this album features, not again, but it features Eli's Comin', one of my favorite jazz songs ever. Oh, it's just so great. If you haven't heard that song and you're into jazz, or you want to get into jazz, or just are interested in how it sounds, because it's absolutely epic, it's fantastic. Maynard Ferguson can hit the high notes so well. It's got MacArthur Park, a classic. Might have to remember that from his childhood. El Dopa, Chalanata, Ballad to Max, If I Thought You'd Ever Change Your Mind. Just those songs, absolutely fantastic. And really interesting read on the back talking about how at this time they really felt like America wasn't investing in jazz, and so a lot of jazz artists were going overseas and saying, you know, we still love the craft, and so if America, if you aren't going to invest in it, we're going over. So this album was like produced with like no Americans. I think Maynard Ferguson is like Canadian from what I got from the back, and that they're like 2 Canadians and the rest were all British guys who recorded on this record. But it is just so fantastic. Definitely check this one out and possibly purchase it. I was happy to find it for $3 at the amazing Trax Records in Denver. Next, this one I had seen online and was super stoked to find it in person. Benny Goodman, the Carnegie Hall Sessions. Oh my goodness, so great. It features, like, I thought about getting some other records, but I figured let's just get this one because it features all of the other people's on it. So it has Count Basie, Harry James, Gene Krupa, Lionel Hampton, Teddy Wilson, Lester Young, Bud Clayton, and Bobby Hackett. This would have just been so amazing to see in person. The cover of this album is just absolutely fantastic. I love it. The design so much. It's Benny Goodman's silver anniversary, commemorating 25 years on records. So super cool. Well done cover. And you got the back. And oh man, the music on this. So it's got Don't Be That Way, 1 O'Clock Jump, Sensation Rag, and I'm Coming Virginia, When My Baby Smiles at Me, and Shine. And that's all I think on the front side, if I remember correctly. Here, let me just quickly show you what the vinyl looks like. So I believe that's all on the front side, and then the back side is just like a jam session, a Benny Goodman jam session, and that is, oh, it's so cool. This is such an amazing find. If you ever find this, purchase it. I think I got it for $6 in the end because this was new old stock, so it's still wrapped, but it is in good condition. So that's awesome. Fantastic. Benny Goodman, one of the greats of big band. I just love big band music so much. And Benny Goodman was a clarinetist who was fantastic. So check this album out and see if you can purchase it for yourself at your local record shop. And or I purchased the one available at Trax. You can't get it there anymore. But they have tons of other great jazz stuff. And I had to return a few, like a Tommy Dorsey and a Lionel Hampton I was thinking about getting, because instead I bought 2 new ones. But I'm pleased with my purchases. This is the brand new jazz record I bought, which I am super excited to actually own now. Absolutely fantastic cover. When my brother first saw it, he thought this was like a modern record and not that it was like way old. I think it was from the 50s maybe. Yeah, 1957 is what it's saying, but it's just some great music encased inside. Sonny Rollins, a fantastic tenor sax player. If you've not heard him yet, he's amazing. I read a little bit about his story, and he like originally wasn't even interested in music, wasn't singing to go into it, and then just found out he was really good at saxophone, I think, and went with it. And he's become a legend. And he's going to be featured, and I'll link below to a. That'll probably be a link of the. I'll put a link of the week. Just it's not. It will be a link of the week. But I'll also call it the link of the day. And down below to a. What's his name? John Coltrane documentary, which is coming out. And Sonny Rollins is one of the people featured talking about him on the documentary. It sounds really interesting, and it will be coming out in a select, probably mostly independent theaters, more indie film playing theaters, but it's a sick documentary, and that's coming out on, yeah, and he's featured on that because he's still alive. Excuse me for a second. Low battery mode showing up. Sorry for that. But just a fantastic Way Out West Sonny Rollins record. Definitely check this one out if you are a jazz fan like the tenor sax. And if you've heard of Sonny Rollins, you probably already listened to this record. But it's got features on it. What's it say? Sorry, I'm an old cowhand, Solitude, Come, Gone. On side 1 and side 2 has Wagon Wheels, There's No Greater Love, and Way Out West. It's the final one. I was new to this. Absolutely fantastic. Totally pleased with my purchase. It already like came in a fancy case itself, so I didn't have to use one of my special sleeves, which I'll link down below to where I can get these MoFi high quality sleeves for your records if you so wish. And I'm gonna stop linking to vinyl, you can still check him out. He's got some great videos on vinyl stuff, but you can just find stuff all over YouTube. And last, but certainly not least, is Tinium Cerro. This sticker came on like the packaging, and I was just like, I gotta save it, so I took it off and stuck it on this sheet of paper. So I got a sticker on it, but this is just such a cool album cover. I don't know, it just looks like it's from like the beginning of the 1900s / late 1800s, or late 19th century, early 20th century. That's what style they look like they're from. They've been around for a while, and this is a very deep album, very acoustic. The lyrics are not like light, so didn't really know too much about it going in. I just know that I'd heard them. I played you their hymn of what was it? Come Thou Fount. They did the most fantastic cover of him I've ever heard. So I just figured I'd listened to the song before. I know I enjoyed listening to it when I did. So this must be a good purchase. And out of the two, I figured I'd choose this one. I found it's got inside just some handwritten lyric stuff. It can be hard to read, but they've just got stuff all over, and super nice, super well done. And there's no vinyl in there, so to have it gatefold is just cool. And you can look at the back. It's got another great picture, and I featured both of these images on my Robin Hoodie episode because I thought they were the coolest images, and I now know that they were both off of the album cover and back of the album. But super cool, Penny and Sparrow. Check them out. I'll link below, or I probably link. Yeah, I will have linked on the link of the week for the last video. Will have been to your favorite bands podcast, and Penny and Sparrow were featured on it. And I was looking into Penny and Sparrow after buying this because I wanted to know like what they were about and if they were actually like cool and stuff. And they are pretty cool. And they did a interview with this podcast, and that's how I found out about this podcast, and it's absolutely fantastic. It's full of fantastic, I use fantastic a lot too much, by the way, now, so sorry if I use that word too much. It's just kind of become part of my regular vocabulary, and I know I use it too much in these videos. My brother reminded me of it today, because he said he watched one of my videos, so sorry for that. But the interviews on there, they do tons of great bands, your favorite bands, and you can suggest bands to them to do. And all the interviews so far I've heard have been really cool. Learned some really cool information about bands and just how they became like where they are. I believe even Siren had like their last interview with as a band, or just before they disbanded. And on the podcast video, just one dude. But you can see what the vinyl looks like for this Penny and Sparrow record called Let a Lover Drown You. All really deep lyrics about just talking about lovers in life and like I guess girlfriends and stuff. So it's interesting. Not too much like stuff I'd be interested in, but they do have like great melodies, and the lyrics at times are like fantastic. There's me choosing fantastic again. Lyrics at times are well written. So go check this one out. I'm pleased with that. If you got this far in the video, thanks for watching. I decided to record this at the time I did, and hopefully release it this week, because I should have a special vinyl unboxing coming up soon, I believe. That vinyl is shipping out this week, and so I'll be getting that soon. So expect another vinyl video, this time an unboxing of a very special limited edition vinyl coming out in the very near future. And you can always check down below for social media links. I will link to Wax Trax stuff and Twist and Shout. If you're in Denver and need your record player fixed, or just near Denver too, and are able to go pick it up, you should do that, because it was fantastic. I thought I would just have that issue forever because I bought it cheap, and so I'll just have to deal with it. But it turns out they were able to fix it, and it was actually a really easy fix. It was just because it was dirty. The guy I bought it from had no clue what it was, so fantastic, great for them. And they also showed me that I had a lock for my, well, they didn't show me, but they put the lock on for the tone arm, and I had no clue I had a lock for the tone arm, so that was great. And now I can listen to any type of speed vinyl I want, and it's fantastic. But seriously, guys, if you're ever in Denver, Wax Trax is where you want to go. Fantastic store, fantastic cheap vinyls. Got so much. My brother, I believe, got 2 used new vinyls. Like it was a Black Keys vinyl and a Bon Iver vinyl. He both got for cheap because they were used, but the vinyls themselves were in great condition, and the album are the jackets and stuff were in bad condition either. So definitely go check out that store. They've got a great selection, and subscribe if you want to get 2 new great songs into your inbox based off a theme every Monday. And I will see you on Monday. Robin Hoodie out. See you next week.